All right, what's up, everybody? I guess first things first. Let's give me a sound check. Can you hear me? Can you hear King Keek?
Hello, hello.
I see Smags here, and that's it. How do we sound, Smags?
Hello, hello.
What's up, Flexo? Do we sound good? You guys can hear King Keek? I think King Keek just disappeared. There he is.
Yeah, something happened to kick me out, but it brought me right back in, so we should be alright.
Was that on? All right. Smag says we sound good.
Yeah, that might be because I opened up YouTube to get the chat popped out. I don't really, need to watch the stream. That's going to be a few seconds behind and all that, but I want the chat out at least.
The stream on YouTube is about, I think it's about 30 seconds behind. All right, he says you're quiet. I'll turn King Keek up a little bit. All right, let's hear
Yeah,
you.
I got no microphone really.
You're good. You're definitely louder now. I was going
How
to.
about how about now?
You should sound good
Thumbs
now.
up, down, in the middle.
All right,
Okay.
that's better. I was going to mess with the sound on your end, but I don't feel like it. I need to though. Um, all right, that's good. We got thumbs up, everybody. Better, Smags, Flexo, that's better. All right. So yeah, this is weird, guys. It's on a Tuesday. I haven't streamed on a Tuesday in like a long time since I started streaming. But it was just one of those things. King Keek had to work tomorrow, so we're doing it on a Tuesday. I think I don't know how many people's toes I'm stepping on a Tuesday, but I think Philly Drone Life was doing a live stream, but that's all, the only one I think of is him. I don't know.
Yeah, I just saw all kinds of. Yeah, I just saw a few people on there. Like I know Super Deluxe is doing his little video game thing or whatever, and Infinity Loops I think is on. But other than that, I can only watch so many.
Yeah, I did. I done one on Tuesday, like when I first started, and then somebody was like, um, Gardo and Kim Fuse, they did one theirs on Tuesday, but I don't think they do theirs anymore. What's up, Big Oily?
What's happening, big oily guy?
I just met up with Big Oily this Saturday. We
Yeah,
went,
where you guys at a bando or what?
yeah, we went to the Avengers Bando. It was really fun. All right, well, people starting to come in. Hey, Nightmare.
Hell
Uh,
yeah, what's happening?
um, Nightmare, I just saw you were doing a premiere like right before I started. Um, right before I started, so I'll check it out when I'm done. I guess we'll get started in King Keek. So I'll start with the same question I like to start with. How'd you get into FPV and when did you start?
Oh man, so I want to say late 2020, early 2021 or so. Late 2020, I want to say, is when I got like a DJI Mavic Air 2, and that just started it. Obviously on YouTube, I was seeing videos of camera drones, FPV drones. I wanted a camera drone, obviously, just to get up in the air and take cool pictures and stuff like that. But you can't do one without the other, or you can't. Well, you can't start with camera drones and just not get into FPV at least, I think. So I jumped in it, got like a little starter Tiny Hawk Freestyle, or Tiny Hawk 2. not even the freestyle, like the white one, got that right away, and eventually just kept upgrading from there.
You said that was the end of 2020 about?
Well, the end of 20, like summer of 2020, I want to say is when I got a DJI, and then early 2021, I got into FPV, like March or April or some shit.
So you didn't start out with the cheap $100 Walmart piece of crap?
I mean, I flew those obviously, when I was a little bit younger. Um, but and then RC cars and stuff when I was younger too. But during my teenage and young adult years, I decided to go like a route of drugs and crime and shit like that. I left all the other hobbies behind besides, parties and women. So I eventually settled down, had a bunch of kids, obviously, and now I gotta have some sort of hobbies.
You have to get a school bus now too, don't you? You can start renovating school buses.
Shit, at least two minivans. I got seven altogether.
That's
And then
crazy,
the
man.
wife and I, a dog. Yeah, no doubt.
So you're
Yeah, I thought about doing that in the past too when I was younger, being a couple.
your camera cut out. I don't know if it's on my end or not. You're all glitchy. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm still here just through like a unstable internet connection.
Oh, you think it's on your end?
Very well it could be. I got cheap internet and all that,
Yeah,
so
mine seems to be good. I'm I'm plugged in and everything, so I'm on 5G. Everything looks good on my end.
yeah, it seems to be all right over here now. It's probably just coming and going.
So so you got in about 2020, got into drones, and then so what was your first build?
My first build, well, my first 5 inch was a Nazgul, and I just repaired that. But my first build was a Demibot.
Also, that one video you made was your first build when you built the Demibot.
Yeah, that was my first actual build. Like I said, I repaired, the Nazgul a bunch. I never broke an arm or any of the. I think I broke a top plate, and then I just bought a whole nother frame because they were fairly cheap for like backup parts. But other than that, the only thing I really broke on that was motors and VTXs a lot, a couple of stacks. But eventually, I needed a frame, and the Demibot was coming out right at the time that I was looking to get a new frame, so jumped in line on that.
Yeah, the build video you made was pretty good, man. I didn't know that was your first build.
Yep.
So
Yeah, surprisingly, all my videos, for the most part, I'm getting, almost as many views as I have subscribers. And I don't want to be at the point where I got a gang of subscribers and nobody's watching my shit. So I'd much rather have 10 people subscribe to me and 10 people watching than, 10,000 people subscribed and only 500 people watching. So that's kind of cool.
yeah, that's cool, man. You did good on that build video. I would have thought you'd build at least. I mean, definitely way more than one. I've
No, I appreciate it. No, it's just like when I was younger, I was a tinkerer. I would take every piece of electronic apart in the home, take out the ribbon cables, everything, just basically to see if I could take it apart, put it back together, and have it work. And we had like I was raised by my great aunt and uncle when I was younger, so my uncle had a big ass workshop down in the basement. I had access to all tools, soldering irons, everything. So I just kind of tinkered with everything and taught myself how to use it.
That's cool, man. Like soldering, that's like one of the hardest things I think about building stuff.
Yeah.
And I was scared of ribbon cables whenever I had to mess with them with stuff.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, they're fragile, man.
I always thought they were going to. I mean, they're tougher than what you think, though. Like, um, so like, who do you got a bunch of people in your area that fly, or do you got to drive to meet up with people, or what?
Well, there's like three people in my town. Other than that, the closest other people would be like Confused and Gardo, Fly High, Wisconsin. I saw he was posting again after a little while of not posting, so I think he's back to flying. But like I keep in contact with Confused and Gardo a little bit, but we've never met up yet. Never got to rip anywhere together. It's just me and then Slam Dunk FPV. He's a local guy. I fly with him a lot. And then the other two guys in my town, it's like a hit or miss. You know, whenever our schedules don't conflict, we can fly together, but it's not very often. Me and Slam Dunk, though, we're ripping all the time together, pretty much like every week, every other week. Every video that I've uploaded in the past month, month and a half, I want to say, he's been there flying with me at the time, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun to fly with people. I used to fly by myself all the time.
Oh, yeah, so did I. All the way up until just a handful of months ago, maybe 6 months ago or something, I want to say. Me and Slam Dunk FPV, pushed him into starting a channel, just like me as a hobby, just to get your shit out there. Maybe somebody does want to watch it, you know what I mean? But I also did it for these guys right here to keep them entertained and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Shit for me to watch, and YouTube. I'm using that as like a place to store all my footage. I'm broke. I don't have a big ass cool computer with 8 terabytes of storage space and shit like that. So I gotta store it somewhere. Why not YouTube?
yeah, it's cool. The reason I made a YouTube was for my kids too, because at that time they were watching YouTube all the time. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna be cool. And then my oldest son now, I still think he thinks that it's cool that I have a YouTube channel because he's almost 18. He's like, I was telling my friend about your channel. We were watching your channel today. I told him you were a YouTuber, so I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is kind of cool just to tell anybody. Like I've met a lot of older people out while I was flying. I'd be at the park. They'd pull up, just hear the drone or see it flying, and then once I land and pull the goggles off, there's a car sitting right in front of me, an old couple sitting in there, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But every single time they're like, oh man, that's so cool. Like, how do you do that? I ask all the regular questions. Um, and then I'll tell them I got a YouTube channel, and some people actually ask if I do, so that's kind of cool just to, get some random person you've never even met in your life, and next thing you know, they're following you, watching your shit on YouTube here and there.
I've never had to cross paths with anybody that was like mean or like a dickhead that I was flying. Like I've thought the same thing that people pulled up on me, but they were like curious in like a good way. Like even like cops I've dealt with have been cool to me.
I've never actually spoken to a cop, but a few have shown up to where I was flying and like parked right next to me. I'm assuming they were just watching me fly, and then by the time I land, they're gone anyways. But I want to say about a month ago, I was out flying with Slam Dunk, and this one dude riding a bike. I was in the air at the time, so I had the goggles on and I didn't see him, but he's like, you guys are flying that illegally. This is a populated area, and I told him actually it's a county park, and that's all I said to him, and just got ripping, but there were houses nearby, but I mean, we weren't flying the drones by it. But other than that, he didn't throw any sort of attitude otherwise, nothing like that, so.
What's up, Johnny Blaze? I've never even had that issue. Like I've had people stop me and ask like where to get stuff. Like I was flying at this church and a guy came up to me and was like, "I've been interested in getting into it, but it's so expensive." And like
Yeah.
I end up selling him like everything I had that like I didn't use, and I got him like in the air for like $150 or something, like because he's like, I've been looking and it's like $600 or $700, and I'm like, man, and I was like, I can probably get you in the air for less than 200, but that's like,
Right.
and I've had like a school bus driver stop me and she's like, my son wants to get into it, and like I give her like a shop or like like, I'll check this place out, and stuff like that. I've always had all positive interactions.
Yeah, I've had that conversation with people a lot too. Like the whole getting into it, where they think about getting into it or they've been considering it, asking all those questions and shit. But yeah, other than that one guy just saying, you guys are flying that illegally or irresponsibly. I don't think he said illegally, to be honest. Maybe irresponsibly, but he said something about that and just mentioned that it was a populated neighborhood. Like, no, we're at a county park, bro. Like, it's the county park, you know?
What's
But, yeah,
what's
he
up,
kept riding.
Booster?
He didn't say nothing else more than that, so it was cool.
What's up, Booster?
What's
So,
happening, Booster? What's happening, Johnny?
so how like that was cool. You got to chase that. What was it, like a paraglider? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that I actually was out filming the video where I was trying to drop an FPV drone from my Mavic. And during that time, obviously that video failed or whatever, but I sat on that footage for quite some time. I didn't know how to make a video with it, especially considering most of my shit's FPV. Actually, yeah, most of it is, not all of it, but recently it's all been FPV, so I wanted to do something with that, but that was cool. I met up with him afterwards when he landed. I asked him if he was cool if, we flew FPV one time by him or whatever. He was super cool with it. Said, just keep your drone out of my strings and we're cool, So, other than that, he didn't even think about it for 2 seconds. I asked and he's like, hell yeah, let's do it. So hopefully next season I can link up with that guy and get some FPV footage of that.
Did he see you flying when you were flying, or was he clueless?
No, he was absolutely clueless from the moment I started following him. He might have, like, at the beginning of the video where he's going over that pond, there's a chance that he may have seen me coming, but most likely the Mavic would have probably looked like a bird. There was plenty of geese out there already anyways. But yeah, he said he didn't know I was even flying there, and I didn't even try to keep a distance. Dude was cruising. And I didn't want to put it in sport mode and drain my whole battery, so I could only do like 26, 30 miles an hour, and dude was just pulling ahead.
So did they just have like a gas motor on the back of it or something, or how'd it work?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not exactly, as far as I know, that's how they operate. I don't know if there's any electric ones. I'm sure there is nowadays, but yeah, it was loud as fuck, so I'm assuming it was gas powered. And he was easily, like I said, doing 40, 50 miles an hour on that thing.
Hey, what's up? Props off.
Props off, what's happening?
I usually make a list ever since I had Big Oily on, and he told me to take notes, and I freaking forgot. I usually always have like 4 or 5 things written down. That way, if I forget what I was going to ask, I'll look down.
Right.
And I totally didn't do that. Usually I do it on, that's why I like doing it on Wednesdays, because on my work days, like I work nights, so I worked last night, so I got off this morning. So today, like I really didn't have the day off. I was busy and stuff. So like tomorrow I'll have the house all to myself for like 6 hours. So usually that's when I get ready to stream, and I'll take my notes and get everything ready. But so yeah, I don't have notes, but
Fuck it, just wing it.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just thought about not having notes like 2 seconds ago. I was like, what was I going to ask him? Because I thought of stuff. Earlier today. But
You got a notepad? Get a notepad in your phone, broski.
I'm old school. I have like a freaking, I don't even know where it is.
Because I
Usually,
used to be a big note kind of guy, so I got a notepad right on the very
uh,
front home screen just for stupid shit. If I need something or think of something, just jot it down right on there. It's right on the front page. Try that one time.
yeah,
But I used to be a big note and list guy, like just list of songs, movies I wanted to see, and every time I thought of one, I would just grab my notebook, which was never too far, and jot it down. But that's a lot of work nowadays with life.
I'm usually missing a pencil too or a pen. And
Yeah,
I have a pencil
yep,
right here. I'm good.
yep. Oh yeah, Flexo says he uses notes too.
Yeah, my
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I came up. I'm 37, dude. So when I was a kid, man, we had Nintendos. Like there wasn't even flat screens, and the flat screens that there were, they weighed like a fucking half ton.
yeah.
The So I came up with that. And now we got technology fucking everywhere, and I'm not that old. So might as well just fucking get with the times.
Dude, when I was a kid, my dad got this TV from like this bar. He got it because it didn't work good. He got it for free, and it was like so freaking big. It was like one of those old school like projection, big screen TVs with like the big wooden like cabinet. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
the cat. Yeah,
and he brought it home and he had like knew some TV guy and like it was in a bar and you could smoke back then, and it was like so nasty from like people smoking that like
right.
they cleaned it all out and it worked fine, but like that's funny because it was just like a normal flat screen TV is like so much better nowadays than back then.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude. If you can find a TV that weighs more than 65 pounds, that fucker's got to be at least 80, 90 inches. But back in the day, a 15-inch TV damn near weighed 40 pounds.
I don't know what size that TV was, dude, but it was so heavy because I was a kid when we got it.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
when it finally ended up going bad and like we had to get rid of it, I was old enough to help move it, and it sucked. Like it was, I mean, I don't even know, dude. It sucked.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like,
that's one thing I'm happy about with technology, man. The TVs aren't, and even if they weren't heavy, man, they were just awkward to carry. They weren't shaped right. I don't know, man. The old TVs pissed me off, dude.
I still like the way they look, not the way the screen looks, but like the way the old TVs looked. Like how they like took pride in what like the cabinet and stuff and made it all fancy.
Yeah, yeah. Like the home family, like living room sets.
Yeah, we saw one a couple years ago. Like somebody threw it out to the trash, and my kids were like, "Let's get that TV for the house." I'm like, "I'm not dragging that thing home," and it was big, but
Right.
it looked cool.
A little nostalgia.
Yeah, yeah. I turned on channel 3 Flexo
Yeah.
to get your
To get your Nintendo working
yeah. Was it?
or your VCR.
Yep. Remember they had like the little black thing you could switch in the back of it, like wasn't it like channel 3 and channel 2 or something?
Yeah, something like that. Two and three.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
The good old days.
Yeah, my dad always thought like I was like so smart because I could hook a VCR up or a Nintendo, and like I can't remember what those boxes were called. Like the
Shit, Wallbanger, what's happening?
what's up, Wallbanger? I'm glad I got something to drink. I wish I'd have got something else. I'm like dying of thirst. It's hot.
Yeah, you gotta have some sort of liquid.
Who all came in here? Wallbanger? I thought I saw somebody else, but I didn't.
Nope, I don't think so. Nobody knew in a minute.
I know, Wallbanger, it sucks. It was 5:45 and it was dark here today.
Yeah. The other day I woke up and realized that daylight savings happened, and I started cursing at whoever the fuck hasn't voted to get rid of that.
So I was talking to Steve-O today, and is this I don't know if Steve-O's on here. Is this the normal time? Like if we got rid of it, would this be the normal time? Or would it be where it was dark later? I mean light later. Do you know?
I mean,
Do you know what I'm saying? He
well,
like
4 o'clock or 5 o'clock is now 4 o'clock. So I mean,
I know, but like if they got rid of the daylight savings time,
it would be lighter a little bit later. It's still going to get darker earlier because of just the way the seasons are. But I mean, it would still be light a little bit later.
that's what I'm getting at, Wallbanger. I didn't know. Like Steve-O said we're on the right time now. Like this is what it would be like normally if they voted it out, but I don't know.
So in the summertime, it would basically just be darker an hour earlier than what it would be then, because we're on the right time now.
That's what Steve-O said. I don't know. Yeah, props off. Indiana
I
doesn't
probably
have a.
believe him.
I mean,
I really don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
have no
don't.
idea.
I don't know either. Like, I don't know when. I know, like we.
I just hate that it's dark at fucking 4:30.
I know. I do too, man. Like, I don't know which one's right.
Because like even if it's fairly nice outside and I don't want to go for a night rip, after I get off of work or whatever. I mean, I get off late enough to where even in the summer I wouldn't have much, daylight left. Like today, I got done at 5 o'clock. In the summertime I got plenty of light at 5 o'clock, but it was already dark within a half an hour after that, if not at that time.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock here, it was pitch black.
Yeah. Maybe one of these years I'll move to the Caribbean or something, where the music's good and the fucking weather is always 80 fucking degrees.
I like the season change. I just don't like it getting dark freaking early like this.
I don't
Expect
like the I don't like the cold, but I actually prefer it when it's like way below freezing. When there's no moisture in the air, you don't get as cold as quickly.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. And then the snow, obviously, that's not really soaking you like rain, so that's kind of cool. You can actually walk through that shit without having to find shelter.
Well,
But
yeah,
it still sucks.
didn't you already have like 2 inches of snow?
Yeah, we got snow one day, and by the next day it was basically gone. And then all of a sudden, a couple days after that, it's fucking 70 degrees again. Now it's back to 40.
It
Mother Nature don't know what she's doing, dude.
Yeah, we had snow one day here too, but it wasn't that much. But like it got hot today. Like I mean, not hot, but it was like 76. Like
Yeah.
I freaking turned my AC back on. It was 77 in my house, and I was like, "This sucks. It's November," and I had to turn my AC on. Like I like to open up windows, but then it like seems like it takes forever to cool off. So I was like, "Screw it. I'm turning my AC back on." And then I left it on for like an hour and got it cool, and then I freaking turned it off. Now I feel like I want to turn it back on at night. It's
Wallbanger says he can't fly on weekdays, like ever.
all because it's dark out.
Well, it says people are still at his spots.
I know. I feel you, Wallbanger. Like a place where I like. Well, the King Keek, the place where he told me to do that power loop dive.
Yeah.
There's people there until like 6 o'clock, so it's like it's dark. The only place I can really fly at, that's my normal spot during the week, is I have a bando that I can go to like during the day,
Right.
but it's not that good a one. But that's probably gonna be my winter spot this year.
I mean, for the most part, now that it's not summertime, I got that cool, like the local pool. I've been considering flying there forever, but I was just always afraid that I'd crash in there and then get popped for trespassing, going in and getting my shit. But we went in there, and I'm like, you know what? Most they're gonna do is just tell us we gotta get out of there. They're gonna do that way before they do the paperwork and tickets and all that shit, I assumed. So we just went in there and flew. But other than that, like locally in my town, I got parks, trees, grass. That's
Yeah,
about all I got. No
that
bandos. Everything that's abandoned, they'll either tear it down within a week and rebuild something else, or they'll renovate it and rent it out to somebody else to use.
I'd forgot, dude. I totally forgot about that pool spot you flew at. That place was cool.
Oh yeah, it's fucking sick right now. The lazy river's all filled up with like red leaf juice right now from all the rain and snow we got and all the leaves that fell. But yeah, it's a dope spot. I've been thinking about flying there for at least a couple of years, but I just had to grow the balls to do it.
You definitely should hit it up till springtime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Even if they do tell you to leave, they're not gonna. I don't see them making a big deal about it unless you like were in there jumping up and down on stuff,
Yeah,
breaking stuff or
right.
something.
No, and I figure if I go with somebody, the more people there are, the less uh, possibility of tickets and all that. Because then they're gonna have to write tickets for everybody that's there. If it's just one person, you also got less. They're gonna believe you less if you're just in there flying. They're not gonna believe that you're not up to no good. But if it's just a couple of dudes, you both got backpacks that are open, flying drones and shit. They'll just tell you to pack up and leave. I would assume. I don't know. The cops around here ain't that bad, so
Yeah, I
I
doubt.
definitely plan on hitting it up some more though.
I doubt they'd say much just because you're an adult too. Like if you were a kid,
Yo,
if you were a kid, even if you weren't doing anything bad, they would still like be harder on you.
right.
But since you're an adult, they're going to be like, well, he's probably not doing anything bad. Um, oh, I'm reading what Props Off said. Or what kind of racing are you going to do, Props Off? Yeah, yeah, Props Off. I just got back from Cleveland on Sunday night. MFR, I met MFR and Big Willie there and Miss Don.
What kind of place is it to race? Is it like your own property, or is it just some other property that you worked with some people for, or like worked with them to organize it? Like, what kind of place is it?
I want to race 3 inches. I think 5 inches would be fun, but it'd be expensive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's I remember you saying something. Props off, isn't it? What's it called? What do they call them now? A Freya. Yeah. What's up, Shadow of Chaos? So how many times have you got to fly at that pool spot? Just once?
No, I've been there 2 or 3 times. I think it was 2 times.
I
Might
think
have been three.
I've only watched one of your videos. I think maybe not though. Or did you only post one?
Yeah, I only posted one because after that I broke my GoPro 8, and my 11 mini was already down and out for the count. But I had my run cam orange, and if I bumped anything too hard, it would just like reset itself and shit like that. So I
That
didn't get a whole
sucks.
lot of good usable footage the second time I went. So yeah, it was only twice I went. But now I got the 11 mini back, just in time for winter to not use it. I got a GoPro Hero 9 to replace an 8 because I ran out of them things. Um, so that's kind of cool because now I got a webcam, I got a front screen and shit for vlogs and all that. But other than that, I like the form factor of the 8. It was a little bit smaller and lighter. I like that.
I use my 9 for vlogging and stuff, and I'm using it for my webcam right now. I really
Yeah.
I like the 9 with the front screen.
Yo, what's good, Austin?
What's up, Austin? I've never flown with my 9 though. I've only used it for vlogging and webcam.
Yeah, I got to fly with the 11 mini, one pack, because I decided I had some time to go and fly one day. It was kind of chilly, but I said, fuck it, I'm going. It's sunny, so it'll probably warm me up, but that did not happen. I thought it was around 40 degrees, but it was like 32 and 33 degrees. And I just wasn't ready for it, man. I took my ass home. Like, screw this, man. you know, felt
It's
like a pussy after that, but screw it, man. It was cold.
I mean, it's hard. Like when it first gets cold, it's harder to fly when it's cold than whenever you
Oh
haven't
yeah,
when you haven't flown for a while. Then you go out and it's cold. It's not as bad. But
your fingers are all stiff, and then everything that you're flying is just way more fragile, man. TPU just explodes like nothing. Carbon breaks easier. Everything about it just sucks.
yeah, it's hard to fly in the cold, man. I'll do it though, but I'll usually just fly a few packs here and there.
You still got that hand warmer that holds your radio in it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I just had it. I don't know where it is. I just had it sitting in the same spot since last winter, and I cleaned my area off like last week one day when I was on vacation, and I can't remember where I put it.
Yeah, I've been considering getting one of those, man.
They're worth it, man. I think I got mine on Amazon for like 20. I think it was $26 or something. It feels kind of weird. Like I don't think I could fly like 100% as good, but I mean, still, it's better than like freezing.
Yeah, I gotta get one, man. I fly in my car a lot during the winter when I do fly, but if you crash or when you land, you gotta get out anyways. You know. Plus, I like to stand when I'm flying. I
Yeah,
don't really like to. And when I fly in the car, I always go to the passenger seat so I don't feel so, bundled up and constricted in there.
yeah. I've tried to fly from the car, and it feels like it's a video game or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel real. I like to lean, and like if it's I'll stand like in by my car door and have the heat on, and that'll
right.
like give me some heat. But
With the music playing.
then I've had the freaking door slammed shut because of the wind, and like drop crash.
Yep.
Like I built a I can't remember what it was. It was a cinematic something for cinematic, and I was just cruising around this park, and it was like first I think it was the first pack that I ever flown on it, and it was winter time, and I was just cruising, and it freaking door like slammed shut, and like I landed in water, but it was frozen, so like it didn't mess it up.
Right.
But that's happened like 2 or 3 times. The door slammed shut.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just, yeah, not fly in the car. Just leave it. What if you just stand by the window, put the window down?
Yeah, I can do that.
You think enough heat will, billow out for you?
I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I want to try to do better this winter. I want to try to
Because I don't
figure
even
something
think
out.
my little ass standing by a open car door will help. I'm skinny and freaking tiny, dude. As soon as I step out in the cold, dude, it's straight to the bone, dude. Straight to the bones, and I start shivering.
I'll usually fly like I'll try to fly back to back packs if it's like cold out, and then get warm. But most of the time I can only get like one in. Depending on if I fly good and don't crash, I can fly a couple. But if I crash a few times, then I'm done. Big Oily props off. He lives close to me. I don't know exactly where he lives. Close to MFR. I think He lives in Columbus, I think. I might be wrong, but I know he lives kind of close to me.
Do you conformal coat your shit?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Um,
I haven't even had anything really die from falling in the water or the snow. I don't think.
I've landed in like big snow drifts and nothing's ever happened. Like,
Yeah, I put a my Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle into a pool. The Tiny Hawk 2 little white drone, I put that into a pool. I bought the Smart 16, dropped that in my sump pump down here. The very first flight within like 3 seconds. Put my 5 inch in the lake or the river, and plenty of snowbanks. And I've had nothing really die. Just unplug it while it's in there, and then go home after that and let it dry because I pretty much just go out with one quad. Sometimes I got two built up, or I'll have a little Cinewhoop or whatever, and a 5 inch.
hi, Miss Don. Um, I felt the first thing I ever like destroyed. I fail safed into the river with a 5 inch.
Yeah,
Um, when I was new, I didn't know really, and I was like trying to be all cool and fly cinematic, and it was cold out. Um, my dog's barking. I'm gonna try to have somebody let him in, so I don't have to get up. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog. He's being super loud.
I think I heard like one or two barks, but not much.
I
Like
ha-
really faint.
and, and I have my green screen rigged up over here to the back door, and he's trying to get in that back door, so I don't want to like let him in. Like he'll have to go the other.
Mess everything up.
Yeah, he'll have to go the other back door. I'm busy. Uh, hopefully somebody lets him in. I thought somebody else just came in. Hypnos. Oh yeah, you're in Cincinnati. Hypnos, if you went to the bando again down there, well, it's down there. It's there for you, down there for me. I think somebody let the dog in. He shut up. Both my dogs get annoying whenever I'm streaming because I shut the door and they're used to being able to walk in and out, and then they like freaking want to come in.
What kind of dogs you
Um, well, I have a beagle that's like a massive. He's fat, but he's big
got?
anyway.
Yeah.
Like he was, I don't know. He's like a 65-pound beagle. And then my other dog is I don't know what he is. He's supposed to be a Chihuahua slash um not golden retriever. I can't remember the other breed. I don't know. He's a mutt. He's cute. I like him, but they both want to come in here all the time when I'm streaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little Chihuahua and Yorkie mix, I think. Something like that. It's a tiny ass dog. I'm not a tiny dog kind of guy, but his ass is in bed, so I ain't got to worry about him, bugging the stream.
I can't think what my dog is. He's a freaking Chihuahua, and I don't know. He's cute. He's little though. I like him, but I don't know. I always had German Shepherds growing up, but
Yeah, we had Cocker Spaniels and Labs later on, but earlier on we bred Cocker Spaniels with another family, and so we would always get one out of those litters. And then after that, once my aunt and my uncle split up, my aunt got one lab, and I got another lab. We had a golden retriever, a yellow lab, a black lab, and a black lab chocolate lab mix. So I like the bigger dogs, medium to big sized dogs. Those are dogs. Like the little tiny dogs, I don't believe those are dogs. You know
I
what I
had,
mean?
my first little dog was a Shih Tzu, and he lived to be 18. And then now we
Yeah.
got we got our beagle because we thought he was going to be medium, but he's like fat and big.
Flexo says he's got a angry 15-pound cat.
I've got,
Dude, that's like 8 of my dogs. 15 pounds.
dude.
What's up, Lambo?
I bet I got a 15-pound cat too, Flexo. I don't know. Props off. We're definitely flying together soon. If I might come to a whoop race there, if not, like if we don't do anything else. What's up, Lambo? All right, King Keek, tell everybody how to say your name too.
Keek. Like freak, sneak peek, take a leak.
I
You know what
forgot.
I mean? Yeah. No, I mean it's like the I before E, you know, except after C. So if
I,
you see IE, like if you see Reese's Pieces, like a lot of people mispronounce my name Kite. You don't say Reese's Pieces. You know what I mean? So, or they'll say kayak or kick or kick or kleck. I hear a lot of kleck. Like they see the I, especially on mine, they see the I and think it's an L. So I hear a lot of kleck. But no,
I,
it's whatever you want to call me, really. But it's pronounced keek.
I like how Lambo got it. That's what made
You
me
know,
think about it.
yeah, because that's how I type it out. You know, to correct people. But at this point, as you can see, Lambo, you know, Maddie's Drone World, you, Bot Grinder. Bot Grinder actually got it right from the jump, like and Heads from Infinity Loops. Those are the only two guys that got it without asking. You know, just got it. So, um, but yeah. Otherwise, I've had to, you know, people ask how I pronounce it. Just Keek, Keek, or with like 18 E's. That works too.
Lambo, that's funny.
Yeah.
Like Oily, I was like trying to explain to my wife that I was going to meet some guy named Big Oily in Cleveland. That's like weird to say.
Yeah, it definitely comes off a little bit weird, you know, but he definitely doesn't look like a big oily guy. Like when I first saw his name, the first time I had subscribed to him before YouTube unsubscribed me from some people, but yeah, I thought he was going to be this big, fat, like bearded, you know, like redneck or hick kind of guy, but now just a big skinny dude, you know?
I thought he was like, because he had a Biggie as his thing. I thought he was a big. I thought he was a big oily black guy with like a Jerry curl or something.
Yeah, just dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
What's that?
back when I first heard about him, I don't think he had Biggie as his logo. I think it was something else, but I could be wrong. That one just threw me for a loop.
What's up, 8-bit? What's up,
Oh,
Quad Daddy?
Lambo, yeah. Yeah, that's why I made my logo 2 different colors, you know? I like the 2Ks back to back. You can make it out of the drone frame.
Yeah, Jerry curl.
What's
Isn't
happening, 8-bit? How you doing?
I was going to say something. I read a comment now I don't see it. Oh no, props off. I have to work this Sunday, man. Stupid races, or they're not stupid. My stupid work interferes with the races. Every time I have to work, there's races. Are the props off for the races in Columbus or Cincinnati this week? I think it's Cincinnati. I might be wrong.
Yeah, you're getting into racing, right?
Well, I raced once. I have a video. I keep going to post it, and I keep forgetting to post it. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I'll post it tomorrow.
Yeah, Yeah, I've thought about getting into racing, but just trying to like, I try and do a video every week or two. At least maybe even two a month or so, but that's hard to do. So getting into racing and having to practice all the time and shit like that with my family and life, not gonna happen. And I don't just want to go there, pretending like I can race,
Well,
So it's just freestyle for me. Every now and then I'll just do some cinematic flying and shit, but I got nothing cool to do it, so it's just tree surfing.
I'm not trying to ruin my video for anybody, but I finished sixth out of eight when I
Oh yeah,
raced. But
at least it wasn't last.
I guess last time I raced there was more people, but I guess they started the season earlier this year, so like the outside people that race haven't started racing whoops yet. So, but I guess they're going to race all the way till March. So I should be able to hit up. I want to hit up at least two or three more. Um, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, man. Like it's all the people's cool. Like it's I don't know. It's different than freestyle, but I don't know. It's pretty fun, man. Like I just bought two. Like I'm not taking it seriously. Like I mean, obviously I don't want to like suck, but if I do, I do. I just bought two of the same whoops for like basic whoops. I'm just using them. Like I didn't like go all out and try to save 2 grams on something to make mine faster. I just bought it and frickin'
Right.
and race it. It was pretty
Yeah,
fun though, man.
down here in the man cave, I got some little things up on the wall and stuff like that. Oh shit. I don't even know where my screen's at.
It's weird
Like
when
little loops like that. And then I got some other boxes that I stapled to the ceiling and put on the floor, and I make like a little obstacle slash race course in the basement for tiny quads. But
that's all that I do, man. Like I don't. I just put. I have. Well, I actually have some gates. I didn't until like recently, but um, I think I have 4 or 5 of them. But I don't know, man. It's like it helps to learn to hit them, but like when you're racing, like my biggest my biggest challenge this time was like figuring out the track, man. Like memorizing it. But after I got it down, it was all right. Um, yeah, props off what he said. What props off said. I won't go
oh
this.
yeah,
I won't go this Sunday. Props off. So what I think props off that the Columbus is the weekend. The Columbus races are the weekend that I'm off, and then Cincinnati are the races that I work. Do you have do you have racing around you, King Keek?
I have no idea what's around me to be honest with you. Like I said, most of the time I was flying by myself. Um, and the dudes that I've met, one of them was just had a mini uh, DJI Mini 2 or 2 Mini, whatever the hell. And I actually got him into FPV, so not big into racing, and he hasn't been real present with the hobby and with me flying and stuff like that. And then Slam Dunk and his brother Desmond, they basically just do freestyle and shit. As far as anything else, I have no idea. Like what kind of flight groups, teams, racing, I have nothing.
Hypnos, you should go race, man. I'll send you. Well, I think you already know where the group is. Hypnos on Facebook. I think you do. I might be wrong, dude. King Keek, you should look up Tiny Whoop Racing. It is fun, man. Like especially when it's cold, when it's too cold to be
Yeah,
outside. Like I don't know. Like it's I I don't know. It's a different experience, but it's cool to hang out because you're there for drones. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
right.
Like you will have some
Yeah,
people.
for sure. Like I'd definitely do some racing, but I'm just saying, like as far as being racer for like I don't know, like the big races or whatever, like little tiny get together races and shit. I'd definitely get maybe fly into that, but even just to come and hang out and watch other people rip, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's
But like
fun.
another thing I really don't vibe with like racing is like just the way I think the courses are weird. Like I just don't understand, how to read some of the obstacles, but it just doesn't look like a race setup to me. I think the race courses should be set up differently.
What?
More like an actual like race course instead of looping around shit. I don't care about going through three squares in a spiral downward. And then whipping around some flags. No, I want some tunnels and you're going up through windows and shit.
There was a time.
That's kind of cool. Kind of like the what is it? The DRL where they all got the same quad, the 5-inch quads with a plastic shell or
Yeah.
whatever that racing is. That's kind of cool. Like those courses are a little bit better. But that going around in circle really fucks with me personally. So that's probably why I don't like it. But it just doesn't look like a race course to me, I guess.
That the place where I raced had a tunnel, and it was pretty cool. That was the first time I flew through one.
Yeah, I think it
But,
should be more of that.
but like,
Maybe not so long of tunnels, but them gates, they're paper thin, Like, I don't know, make it a little bit longer, like a foot long box that you gotta make it through. It's gonna make it a little bit harder to cut, you know?
uh, whenever I struggled last like 2 weekends ago or whenever it was to like learn a track, but then um, like the guy that built the course, like he saw me struggling, he like was got on like the microphone and was like, "Hey, come over here by me." And like I flew by him, and he was like, "All right, go left here," and like told me exactly what to do. And then I was like, I had the hang of it after that.
The Yeah, I'd have to do it, and I think I would find a bigger interest in it once I do it and can do it. But it just hasn't held too much appeal to me personally. Like I like watching people's DVR of them doing it. That's cool to me. But as far as me having any desire to do it, is very minimal.
I need to, I'll get my video out tomorrow. You can watch it. Um,
But sometimes I watch Infinity Loops. I think it's the Tuesday nights, the Tuesday or the Thursday OG streams, and he'll be on the simulator just practicing his racing. I'll sit and watch that all night long, but I don't have the desire to do it personally.
it's
It's weird.
it's crazy to watch people that are really fast at it.
So yeah,
Like it's, I
it
don't
makes me
know.
wish I could do it, but I don't want to put in the hours to be that good. It's kind of one of those things, like being a drift car driver. I'll watch that for hours, but you'll never see me behind a car trying to learn how to drift. You know what I mean?
It's
It's
too
kind of
much.
the same with FPV racing.
Well, with like racing 5 inches and stuff, though, man, it just costs so much money because you gotta
Yeah,
like you want like going into a race. I don't even know how many. Like some guys will have 6, 8 of the same exact build. You know what I mean? That way, if they crash out, they can just switch.
yeah,
Like
yeah. It's hard enough for me to build two.
yeah,
You to get 8 of them bitches lined up.
I have two tiny whoops that I should be able to get through the whole year with, but I don't know. That's why I like it because I have with batteries and everything. I have like maybe $230 in two drones and like 10 batteries. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm good for the year on a couple $100 instead of spending 300 on one build and you need six of them. Damn
Oh yeah.
Hypnos, that would suck, man. How much does that cost you to break them?
Did you try doing it like on a wall in your home, or like a small one? I thought about doing it like on a whole wall of a room and putting like an old mine, how it was held up with like wooden braces on the top, a wooden brace on the top with two on the bottom. Thought about doing that and lighting it so it looks like it's a really long mine tunnel. That shit would be dope.
I was waiting for him to answer before I kept going.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious because even the little tiny ones you set up on a desk as a novelty are cool as hell. Just the concept of it. Little cheap $6
Oh,
mirrors.
that still sucks.
Oh yeah, it does. Something doesn't work out, it's never nice.
I mean, that's not as bad as what I thought, though. And you have 7 years bad luck now, too, right?
Yeah, depends on how many you broke, dude. Is that seven times how X?
He might have bad luck till he's dead if it was too many of them.
No, he had bad luck to begin with at breaking the mirrors. That just adds to it. But I feel that I got bad luck too.
Three of them, so that's
Yep.
21 years. You'll come out of it then. Maybe it'll
Yeah, you'll be all right.
be like the prison sentences. They run them concurrent, so you only have seven, not 21.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
I only know that because I watch prison people on TikTok talk about going to prison,
Yeah,
getting their sentences ran concurrent.
yeah, mine got ran consecutive, but one of my sentences was like a stayed sentence, so I just had to do the probation unless I messed it up, then I would have to go back to prison. But luckily, I didn't mess it up.
So what? Concurrent and consecutive. Consecutives. That means
You
it's
do one, and then you start the
yeah.
second one right after that. So it feels like you're getting close to the end of a sentence or whatever, and then like, ha, psych, you got another 5 years.
Yeah, I thought I was right when I said concurrent.
You know,
All right, props off. Hopefully we get a fly together soon. I don't know if definitely if not whoop season next spring, I'll definitely come up there. I want to go to that. I want to go to that Cooper Stadium. I think is what it's called.
yeah, there's a couple of meetups that I wanted to hit. I was gonna do the one in Wisconsin this year, but we had a wedding to go to and shit for the family, so um, and then trying to get out of Wisconsin for any of the other ones was not happening this past year. So hopefully this next season that comes up, I can hit one of the meetups and meet some of the people that I've met online.
I've never been to like a big meetup.
Experience a meetup.
I've never been to like a big meetup.
No,
No, it would be fun.
yeah, yeah, I don't care what kind of meetup it is. Castle Crash down to just a handful of guys that haven't met each other, and just came from wherever, you know. But I got people relatively close, Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, shit like that. So it shouldn't be too hard to meet up with people. It's just been a hectic year for me personally. Put a lot of things on the back burner for the time being.
Um, like you said, like you, there's no bandos around you. Like, what's your favorite spots to fly?
I mean, I won't say there's no bandos, but they're few and far between. The biggest thing that I have near me is about an hour away in Milwaukee, and that's that abandoned mall. However, people were just starting fires in there again. Temperature is dropping, so the hoodlums and the homeless are definitely going to take shelter there. Um, So I'm not sure if it's going to survive even till next season, but if it does, and even if it, even during the wintertime, I definitely want to go and hit it up. It's inside, it's sheltered, a bunch of broken windows, so it's still going to be cold, but at least it'll be mostly out of the wind. But other than that, man, you really gotta. It's not so much bandos you find around me; it's brandos.
Those are
And you
fun.
gotta hit it. You gotta hit them up while you can, because like I said, when something's abandoned near me, especially like anywhere in Wisconsin for the most part, maybe except for up north, but anywhere by the major cities, the shit's getting torn down and rebuilt within a couple of months top. So it's mostly Brando opportunities that you have around here.
That's what Brandos are really fun, man. Like I had like a car wash like really close to my house, and it was so fun to fly at. But like I got to fly there 3 times, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah. I live kind of in the middle of the state, by Lake Winnebago, but near Green Bay. I work in Green Bay. Um, they're building this big ass Brando. I don't know what the hell it is. They got one wall and like a little cinder block tower with some holes punched out of it. I want to get in there and dive it. Um,
Do you think it's going to be like a parking garage?
I have no idea. But Green Bay, it does have a lot of cool places to fly. I had another job where I was in Green Bay every now and then, but just trying to find the opportunity to get out there. And then there was a good stretch of time I was unemployed, so I was trying to save my money instead of, just driving everywhere to go and fly. Um, but shit's changing with all that. So I mean, I'll be traveling not so much in the winter to go fly places. I want to get into tiny whoops and shit this winter. But next season I'll be traveling more to fly instead of just flying every time in town where it's not as fun.
Find a new
Plus, nobody wants to see the same set of trees, in every single one of my videos.
find a new spots definitely makes it funner, man. Like I got burnt out flying my spots.
Oh yeah, yeah, it happens pretty quick, just because I think the biggest thing with it is you're seeing everybody else's videos and they got cool spots or spots that are just different than yours. So that helps with the burnout. You're seeing new spots all the time. Other people are flying them. People maybe are flying spots that you could be flying. You just didn't know about them yet. So sometimes that helps. But yeah, I got a couple. Like I said, I got a couple of people local, like Confused and all them. So I'm gonna be hitting them up for some spots that they found recently or whatever that will give me an opportunity to get down in a part of the state where I'll be able to find other shit even. But not only that, go and rip some other cool spots that they found.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, man. It's like some people can find spots too, and then like you'll look, like I look on Google Maps all the time, and then like um, I don't know, then like I won't find anything, and then somebody will find something like right by where I thought I found somewhere cool, and then it'll be cool, but I don't know. I met these kids like when I was at the Cincinnati Bando, and they were like 13 or 14, and
Yeah,
they have a TikTok, and they actually make like good content. Like I thought they were just like hellions running around breaking stuff at bandos, but they like research the building they're in and stuff. And they've given me like 3 or 4 other spots that I want to try. Hypnos, if you're still watching, um, they gave me this another bando in Cincinnati. I have the address to it. It looks really cool. Like there's train tracks that come up to it. I don't know if you're still here or not. But yeah, they know all the bandos like down towards Cincinnati. Like that's what they
oh yeah,
do.
they got. As far as their content goes, kids are amazing. Like especially the teenage ones because they got all the imagination still. But then they're growing up, so they also have a little bit of a mature angle to come at it. You
Yeah,
know,
well,
they got all the time in the world, so they get to just run around woods and find cool shit, or run around town, start hopping fences and shit. While we're all at work being adults.
yeah,
You
like
know.
when I was flying at the bando, they came up to me and was all like, started talking to me, and they're like, "Yeah, it's just sad. This place is abandoned. It abandoned like was abandoned in 1985, and people lost their jobs." And I'm all like I'm not even thinking like that. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking like,
No, you're just happy that they lost their jobs and you got a place to fly.
yeah.
you know.
I mean, it was so long ago. I'm like, I'm not thinking like that. I'm just thinking like this place is cool. But they're like they were all interested in it and like the history of it and stuff. And I'm all like that's cool. And then, like I said, they gave me a dress. I was actually going to go like a couple weekends ago, and I ended up not going. But it's another cool bando.
Yeah, I do like the history of some of the like the bandos and shit. Like the mall I flew at. Um, it was cool to see YouTube videos of when it was operational. It went abandoned about 20 years ago, I think in 2003. Um, but just to see video of what it looked like while it was still operational. And then once I found out about it was about 5 to 7 years ago on YouTube, I saw some airsoft guys playing a tournament down there. And then I came across FPV videos of it, skateboarders in there and shit like that. Just seeing those videos. And when I finally got there, it was even different from those videos. So I got to see kind of like a progression of how it got worse and worse, throughout the years. But it's still in great condition for the most part.
Hopefully, it doesn't get burnt down, man. That's what happened to a band.
Yeah. Well, basically, the last time I just Kim Fuse actually said something about it the other day to me, and I went online and I researched some shit. Apparently, there's like some water fountains in the main atrium and shit. I think they were like some people were just starting fires in there to keep warm, and then probably one that started catching up some carpeting on there's like a stairs that's over in that atrium, and it looked like some of the carpeting got melted, but it didn't look like there was any real damage. So as long as they keep the dumb shit in a spot where it ain't gonna cause the whole building to go up in flames, cool. Do your thing, boo boo. Just save me some building to fly in.
Well, that's what happened to a good bando we had. It was some like they made some I think paper towel rolls or something there, and
Yeah,
it shut down probably 7 8 years ago, and it was still like a decent spot to fly. And I think they were actually gonna like they didn't plan on like shutting it down. Like the place shut down, but I think they were looking for somebody to buy it. But then the homeless
right.
people got in there and burnt like half of it down, and it was like a major fire. And then it made it even cooler. It made it cool to fly at. But then now, like they had another fire a couple years ago, so now they got it fenced off, and like that's like the big thing in my town. Like they're always like, we're gonna tear this down, and then like they ask for funding and stuff, and then like it never goes through. But
Yeah,
the homeless people ruined it by the fire. Like a dude, like actually confessed to doing it, and like I don't even think he got in trouble because he was like, "Hey, I'm a homeless. I was freezing," and they like,
yeah, no doubt. What are they gonna do? Throw him in jail? They're gonna let him out, and then he's just gonna be homeless again, do the same dumb shit.
yeah, I still want to try to fly there though. Like, I've checked the fence. Like they just put the fence up like 3 years ago. Like when I got halfway decent at flying, like where I can actually control where I was going, is when they put the fence up. Like I flew there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I flew there like when I had no business flying there, but I still want to try to get into it. I'm hoping like somebody will cut the fence this winter to go in there to stay warm.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
If they do, I don't want to cut the fence, but if somebody else cuts it,
Oh yeah.
I'll go trespass.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. And
But
nothing abandoned ever stays inaccessible for very long. You know, we all know that.
I know I need to. I'm off until Friday, and it's supposed to be nice. I need to go walk the fence line. Like it's a big area, and there's like a few different buildings, but like most of them's burnt down.
Right.
Like it was a
Yeah,
major
just
fire.
keep an eye out for that shit too, you know, because all that burnt up shit, you know, it's not very structurally sound.
Yeah, all like the
Like in the mall, dude. There's when we were like exploring all the back hallways and shit like that, and all the maintenance rooms. There's actually one part of that mall where the entire it's got to be about three store sizes worth of just like mangled and rusted and burnt metal beams and just walls and all kinds of shit on the floor from where the fire department put it out. And if you walk on the roof over there, the only thing that, because the mall's owned by a Chinese company that just kind of keeps it on the edge of, you know, being taken by the city, and then they'll just pay like the minimum amount to keep it, you know, in their hands or whatever. But all they did was basically put drywall over the holes in the roof. So if you're out there walking around, you can just fall right through.
what they do sell it to them for like $1 or something like that.
Well, no, they're like 126,000 or more in like debt with certain fees. But every time the city tries to be like, well, you owe this much, or we're taking the mall, they'll pay just that much. And then they'll rack up some more shit, and the city will be like, well, if you don't pay, we're going to take it. You know, and the city has been trying to tear it down for years because the fire department um, just keeps going there for fucking fires, and they're not trying to fix up the inside or clean it out or nothing like that. So,
Um, let's see, it's getting late. I'll go do a giveaway too. I didn't even mention that, so if anybody's still watching, that's good. Um, I'm not cutting you off. You can keep telling me about it. I just thought about it. I looked at the clock and it's almost 11 o'clock here.
oh yeah. Yeah, I'm an hour behind, so it's not too late for me, but
Lambo, you'll probably win. Lambo's usually wins.
yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't prepared. I don't have my notebook.
Yeah, there's a lot of giveaways that I see that I don't even really enter anymore because I got some pretty nifty shit from some giveaways early on, and I just felt blessed. So I'm like, fuck that. Let somebody else get some shit, you know? But
Oh,
there's still some that I entered, don't get me wrong, especially like clothing. If it's a t-shirt or something, I want that.
that's what I'm
You
giving.
know?
I'm giving away a T-shirt, but I just like to do a giveaway because, for one, people give me money in my Patreon,
You know?
um, so that's cool. So I don't. I mean, I don't know. I think I get 30. I get $32 a month from Patreon, and then it costs me $17 a month to stream. So that's 13 extra dollars. So
Hell yeah.
I'm rich.
Hell
Or no,
yeah.
yeah, th-
T-shirt rich.
see, yeah, T-shirt rich. But I can't freaking find a piece of paper.
Otherwise, like if it's fly high LEDs, dude, I'm always trying to win them too, man. They're not very expensive, but if you can get them for free, it's nice. Them things are gorgeous.
Do you think one of my kids would care if I wrote on the back of this? That looks like a really good picture there.
You
I'll,
just don't tell them.
I'll write on the back. All
Just
right.
real light, right, real lightly.
If anybody wants to win a wrecked T-shirt, put wrecked. I can't do the stream bot or the night bot do giveaways. I tried and it failed, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. So if you want to, what I say, if you want to win a shirt, put shirt. That'll be easiest. And you guys have to go. You guys have to go. All right, wrecked. You put wrecked, and you guys have to go sub to King Keek too, or you're not allowed to play.
Shit, I think they all are, most of them.
I know. I think shirt or wrecked. I'll put you in there. Smags. Smags won last time, I think. Lambo. Smags. Alright, so only 2 people want to enter. Smags, Lambo, Flexo. Oh, Flexo's in there. Are you entering King Keek? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, sure, I could do that.
You're entered. You gotta go sub to yourself.
Alright, man, I can do that.
I only have, alright, 4 people.
I subbed to myself under the wife's account already.
Was she number 1, your first subscriber?
I doubt that. She's not real, like, keen on making sure to be the first one. She's like, yeah, I'll get to it. Yeah.
I think my wife was my first sub. I probably made her. Or one of my kids probably.
No, she very well could have been my first, because I probably walked right upstairs after my first video and went on the TV under her account and subbed to myself. If not that, she was one of the first 5 or 10 for sure, but I don't know about number 1. Can you look up what order people subscribe to you on?
Maybe on YouTube. Lampo was his first 4 subs.
Oh yeah.
I
I was a couple of my subs. There's the little sister-in-law. She was one of mine. The wife. I think one of my daughters actually subscribed to me too. So that was cool.
I forgot. I was my first sub because when I started posting videos, I made my what was it called Nappy FPV then, but so then I used my personal YouTube and sub to myself. So that's who my first sub was me. And then
yeah, I only got one YouTube. So if I make it big, I'm gonna have to start a incognito one.
I had one for like forever, and then just used it for whatever normal YouTube stuff. But then when I started posting, I don't know why I started a new one. Because I didn't really know what I was doing, I guess, is probably why.
Yep, personal and business,
Yeah, now I don't even look at my old one.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't have any subs anyway. I didn't post anything. I just would watch videos and stuff. So I only have 4 people that want to win a shirt: Smags, Flexo, Lambo, and King Keek. I think everybody that's entered except for Flexo has won something I've given away. Flexo, have you ever won? I know Lambo's won a couple times. And I'm glad you won, King Keek. I'm glad you won that radio. That was perfect.
Yeah, dude, my son's always begging me to get on the sim with it too. He's got the box in a specific drawer in my toolbox. Takes it out and puts it away nicely. Keeps it nice and neat so it's not falling on the floor.
8-bit
He's doing pretty good with it too, so.
8-bit nobody won. Do you want to enter? Well, if he becomes rich, you'll have to tell him to give me one of his stickers for one of his FPV
Right.
stickers.
Yeah, no doubt.
I bought that.
Yeah,
I bought it for my youngest son, but then my oldest son quit flying, and then so I gave my son that flies with me now my older son's stuff, and then so now I had one for all my kids that I thought would fly, but then my oldest one stopped, so that's why I had an extra radio. I bought it on Black Friday for I think it was $36 or something. I just bought it. I didn't need it at all.
Yeah,
8-bit, do you want to win a shirt?
I agree with 8-bit. I need to get some stickers done as well. I did, because I just made my logo on like Microsoft Paint or some shit, like real quick in probably like 15 minutes. Whipped it together. I did get myself like a sample pack of stickers and keychains after I created my channel and shit, but I never re-upped on it. Um,
I
I
forget.
want to get a better logo though. You know what I mean?
I forget. I've got stickers made from 2 different places. I can't remember what it was called. Um, I don't know. It wasn't that much. Like, you want some swag, 8-bit? All right,
Hell yeah! Everybody wants some FPV swag.
let me. All right, I'm not gonna be paying attention to you guys. So sorry. You can you can keep them occupied. King Keek if you want.
Lambo says he goes by Billy Kyle on his other channel.
What's he do?
He goes by Billy Kyle, so he's got some amazing eyebrows I don't ever see in his pictures on Facebook and shit like that. But Billy Kyle's got some eyebrows. Got some amazing eyebrows. And his name is really weird because his first and last name is like my dad's first name and then my first name together. It's kind of weird. I don't like people with 2 first names.
I well, I was gonna put the wheel up and somehow I got it all stretched. Weird. I'm gonna try to fix that before I get ready to do it.
So it's all oval.
Yeah, like I had it on there perfect,
Yeah,
and then yeah, I don't know why it's so weird looking. It's I don't like it at all. Oh well, I'll add everybody's names.
I
Usually,
gotta see if there's any sort of place I can print some shit around here instead of going online.
I think we have
Oh,
a local shop, but I don't know. I've never been there.
I'm a sticker guy, dude, so I've actually considered buying like a sticker printer, dude. Just making a bunch of random stickers just to stick all over my shit.
I have a well, crap. Um, I got you blocked out. I'm not supposed. That's not supposed to be on there right now. Hold on. Yeah, like I have the wheel on there, and I want. It's not supposed to be on. Hold on. I didn't know I had it on there. I just looked at it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm just adding the names, but people probably don't want to watch me do that. We have one of those. What are they called? The cricket machines, and I could make some stickers, but um, I don't know. I never got used to doing it.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to pick up any more hobbies or anything like that. I picked up FPV and then, editing the videos and YouTube and then 3D printing. I play the drums and shit here and there. I don't know what else, I don't know how much more I can handle, Any more hobbies and I'm gonna have to go, at least one of the kids, you know.
I don't know how you do anything. How you have time for anything?
I just make time.
Yeah, you got to though, man. For real.
Well, I mean, as far as the kids go, that's easy. Just go and play, dude. You're kids. you know. But nowadays, like when I was a kid, dude, I don't ever remember just clinging around the parents, wanting to be in the house around the parents. I always wanted to be outside, away, or at least hiding, playing in my room away from the parents, not, whatever. But kids are a little bit different these days, it seems, so I try and push them outside or push them to go use their imagination, go play with some toys. But with my boys, for the most part, they just follow me around. So I get free time to do whatever as long as I just let them tag along.
Yeah, my boys like to do all the stuff I do too, so it's cool.
The only thing that sucks about it is like if I jump on the drum set, all of a sudden they want to jump on, so then I gotta wait, give them their turns. So it kind of eats up on my time, but in the end I still get to do it, so it's whatever. Same with flying on the simulator, if I'm on the simulator or car ball or Rocket League or whatever. My son and my daughter are sitting right there. Oh man, can I play? Can I play? Like, man.
All right, I'm bringing up the screen. I tried doing it a different way, but it's not working. I don't know why the freaking it's all stretched.
It looks like it fell over, dude.
Well, I freaking went to
It looks like the Wheel of Fortune laid out.
there we go. That's better. All right. I want to spin to see who wins.
Yeah, that
Lambo.
looks good on there.
Lambo won again.
Good deal. Congrats.
Lambo, I should have your info. I'll definitely hit you up, and you can tell me what size shirt you wear.
You should already have that info too. Shit.
No, I don't think he's won.
No.
I don't think he's won a shirt. I still don't know why the screen looked all weird for a second. I don't know. I need to practice more about stuff like that, but I just wing it all the time.
It's all good. That's the way it should be. It makes it more real.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it feels too much like television and movies. Give me some of that rawness.
Lambo, I'll hit you up tonight or well, probably tomorrow. I need to not stay up all night. I have to get up at 7 in the morning, which isn't that early, but XL.
No, but it's still early.
XL, I guess, a 2X ready set drone I'm swimming in. All right, XL. I'll get you an XL then. If I don't have your information, which I'm 99% sure I do, I'll ask you again. But I know some of the shirts they have at the shop, and you'll get them in a couple days. If they don't have them, they haven't made, and it'll take like a couple weeks. So I'll try to get you a shirt that they have in stock, but I'll let you know either way. But congratulations. Well, I'm not leaving yet, Smags. I just wanted to get, since people are still here, do a giveaway, even though now everybody will probably leave. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
But you get, yeah, everybody's probably subbed. Everybody's probably subbed to you. They all seem like regulars.
Yeah, maybe not Hypnos. I can't say I'm familiar with Hypnos either, so that's one name I'll be checking out later.
He's local to me. I've never met him. But he lives in Cincinnati. I'll fly with him soon, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Dude, out of all the subscribers on my YouTube, I want to say at least 65 of the total number is FPV pilots.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
at least. You know?
Lambo. More than likely, I'll do a giveaway. Every stream I do, just because I don't know. Well, you're one of my patrons. Thank you. But after I pay for everything to stream, I still have $13 left over a month, and I'm not trying to make any money off streaming. So I rather give at least do some kind of giveaway every stream, unless I do like 3 or 4 of them in a week or in a month or something, then I might not do a giveaway. But if I haven't done one in almost a month, so it was time to do a giveaway. Hypnos hasn't subbed to you, but he said he's definitely going to.
That's what's up. No pressure. I appreciate it, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, you make good quality videos, man. Like that build video, that's crazy. That was your first one. Like, dude, I made one build video, and I felt like I was so freaking unorganized. Like I am unorganized. Like doing a build video is not really good for me.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man, because every video I do, like, by the time you guys see it, that's been. I already tried to do that intro earlier in the day, and I didn't get it right. So then finally, my opportunity expired. Kids are awake, or home from school. Then I gotta try late at night when everybody's sleeping, and if I don't get it right, then I gotta try again the next morning. Oh man, so all my videos, it takes time. I'm not very comfortable in front of the camera a lot. I think I sound like a retard half the time. Uh, and even if I write out a script, which I have to do with most of my shit, if I write out a script, I'll get sidetracked. I'll think of something I should have put in the script, and then I start going off, then I cut, redo it. So, I mean, I put a lot of effort into it, just because I feel like I'm slightly a perfectionist, but I don't think it's that great at the end of the day, in my opinion. So
I mean, you can tell you put in the work, man. Like you can tell. Like I just like 95% of my videos, like I just totally wing every bit of everything I'm saying.
yeah,
But then like if I'm doing something like if like when Rect had their new batteries, and I actually shot it in my car, and I'm in a Kroger parking lot, and I keep going over and over, and did like 8 takes, and then
yeah,
I'm like looking around, like people probably think I'm crazy because I'm like, I messed up, but usually I just wing it. But then if I have like a list of stuff, I'll like try to do good on one part of it, and then I'll stop recording, and then I'll like gear up for part two. That way I'm not just going like for 2 minutes and trying to be
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. And it's hard. And then I don't know. I chop a lot of it out because I'll be sitting there and then I'll forget what I was saying and I'll just sit there for like a good 20 seconds till then I gotta try and fill that gap, cut it out. So yeah, the struggle is real. I'm sure everybody experiences that, but I
I
don't know.
I
I'm not
love
a couple hundred videos in yet, so by then I'm sure it'll be a lot easier.
I don't know how many. I have almost as many videos as subs.
Yeah,
Like when I first started, I'd post a video. Like if I went and flew at the park two packs, and they totally sucked, I'd like make a video somehow and just post it. And if I flew 7 days a week, I'd post 7 videos for that week.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
So,
that's too much work. I'll
well,
give it one a week, at most, but I don't even hold myself to doing that. If I don't feel like it, obviously, I got like 200 subscribers or whatever. I don't feel that I'm on any sort of schedule yet, so I just do it, but I also don't want to wait too long, you know, and just because I'm not so big, you know, people forget what they don't see, you know what I mean? So keep it semi consistent, but not overbearing and not too light.
I try to.
Seems to work out.
I spend more time now, like editing and stuff, and trying to make my videos better. Back then, when I first started, I didn't know like really about making a video. I just would do it, and then like whatever song on my computer that was like free, you know, uncopyrighted or whatever, just put something stupid on it just to make a video. But I mean, that's like how I grew to be able to make videos I make now. Which I'm not saying I make great videos now, but I'm definitely way better than back then.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've definitely seen the progression in your videos as well, even your vlogs, like just the level of comfort like you have talking to the camera.
Yeah,
You could see where it was from the first couple of vlogs that you did, you know, period, until now. So that's cool to see too.
I love talking to the camera now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, out in public, it's a little bit weird, you know, if people are around or whatever. I've caught people staring and whatnot, but at the same time, I don't know them people. I've never seen them before, and if I have, I never interacted with them, obviously. So I just put it into my head, what the hell does it matter?
yeah, Lambo gets some parts from Rec. I love them too.
Yeah, I
Um,
ordered from Rec once.
Lambo, if you order
Definitely go back.
Lambo, if you order from them, use my affiliate link. You'll save 10%, and then I get a cut. But I mean, you don't pay for the cut. Rec does. Um, like sometimes I can vlog like in places and not feel weird, but like if I'm with like other FPV people, even if I don't know them, like I'm totally comfortable vlogging in front of people that like watch vlogs and stuff. But
Yeah.
like sometimes, man, I can walk through the grocery store and just like feel like nobody's around, and then other times, like gas stations freak me out because they're so small.
Yeah, see, I like how Spider Sugar does his. He'll walk
Yeah,
into the gas station
yeah,
and, like, it looks like he's just got his shit in his hand, going about grabbing his beer out the cooler or whatever, his drinks. Like, the way he does that, man, he gives no fucks.
yeah. I don't know. I can do that sometimes, but I don't know. I can like if nobody's around or just FPV people, like I'm like 100% comfortable talking to the camera. But if I'm like in, depending on the public, if there's like only a couple people around, like that doesn't bother me. But if there's like 10 people in a gas station, I feel weird.
Uh,
But I've done it just to do it.
I mean, like, how many. I'm sure a lot of people see a lot of people doing that because everybody's got YouTube channels nowadays or TikToks. Everybody's talking to their goddamn phones, you know, or some sort of camera. So, you know, if you get that thought in your head, I'm sure that could help.
I don't know if Lambo. I don't know if Proximo gets 20%. I think we all get the same, but I might be wrong. You can ask Proximo. He might have a 20% off discount code.
Stopping for the best deals, man.
Yeah.
Got to.
I want to tell him to give you 2%, Lambo, not 20.
Right.
You'll pay 2% more.
Better than getting 0% off, you know what I mean?
I'm just kidding, Lambo. Yeah, it's his, well, yeah, it's his family's company. He's going to get 20%. He probably could get you 20%. I don't know, though. He would have a better pull than I would, for sure. Um, All right, man. I'll probably get off here soon. I'm getting tired. We've been going on 2 hours, man. Time goes by so fast when you're streaming.
Hell yeah, definitely doesn't feel like it for sure.
Do you guys have any questions for King Keek? I have a question for you, but I'm not gonna. I'll wait till the end. Even though I didn't write anything down, I still have my ending question.
Yeah,
If
got it.
anybody has any questions for King Keek, you can ask him, and then
Q&A is open.
we'll probably get off here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Thank you, Lambo. I'll get you a cool shirt now. He wants to see
But yeah,
Smacks.
yeah, Smags wants to see another mall rip, but hopefully more are coming, man, especially next season. Um, like I said, during the wintertime, it's doable. It's still indoors, so it won't be completely covered in snow, but next season, if it's still there, not burned down, I plan on being there quite a bit, like as often as possible. So,
Yeah, that place is cool, man.
plus I want to get down there and I want to make a really good exploration video. Granted, it doesn't look as cool as it did, the first like 10 to 15 years it was abandoned, but it still looks dope as shit in there. Um, just being in there, you're in an abandoned mall that isn't like it's still pretty decent condition. Like the ceilings and all that are still white. You get plenty of natural sunlight in there, so it's just a cool place to be. Like the feeling you get just from being in there is I can't really describe it really, but it's cool. I want to go back. I could chill in that place all day and explore and fly.
So
It's
like,
just dope.
so say it's 30 degrees outside. How warm do you think it would be inside the mall?
30 and a half.
Oh, so it's about the same.
Yeah, yeah. Like water and rain and snow will get in there. It's got a lot of skylights and they're all broken. Like every piece of glass in that building is it's at least broken with a hole through it. If not completely shattered. So like just walking around in there, I tried to stay out from directly underneath the skylights just in case glass fell. It just looked that dangerous. But the walkways are solid. The ceiling doesn't appear to be falling down anywhere besides over that section that was burned down. Um, yeah, everything's still like real solid. It's just real dirty. Broken glass everywhere.
That mall's cool though, man. We have we have a mall close to here that I don't know how it's like. I don't even know if the mall's open, like the mall itself. But there's two stores, like a Bass Pro and like a Macy's or something, like on the outer sections. And I think that's what keeps the whole mall open. But if they would leave that mall close to us, it would be freaking abandoned.
Yeah,
It's abandoned, but you can still walk in there. But there's no stores open, just because of those two outer stores. But
yeah,
you could probably fly in it, but they have like a security guard. But you could probably fly in it and probably get away with it by like you'd have to go during the day, like during normal business hours.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
But
it's any place, abandoned building that you can fly inside of, I think is dope. You know. And then
it's
Lambo asks, "Will I travel over to the Minneapolis area?" I'm down.
how far away are you from that? You're not that far, is it?
No, maybe 5 hours, 5, 6 hours, maybe driving. It's not that far. Um, yeah, I'm definitely down to fucking make some trips down to Illinois, over to Minnesota. Shit like that.
How cold is it there, Lambo? It's probably 5 degrees there by now.
Oh man, it's usually colder than Wisconsin. I want to say.
I think
I
isn't
think they get more snow too, to be honest.
Isn't it like the coldest area in America except for like Alaska, obviously?
It's definitely up there. Like if you go like northern Wisconsin, the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it gets pretty cold and a hell of a lot of snow up there. But yeah, I think even the Dakotas get pretty fucking chill.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Minnesota, all that, North Dakota, that whole area. We're all right up next to fucking Canada, dude.
That's the same. Lambo says it's about the same as is where you're at.
Oh shit, yeah, he's actually a bit warmer. I'm at 40, like 39, 40 degrees.
All
But yeah,
right.
that'd be dope, man. I'd definitely go to meet up over there sometime. As long as it's probably like, I want to say less than 10 hours. As long as I ain't got to fly anywhere, you know?
I drove like three and a half when I went to the Avengers bando, but we stayed. We ended up spending the night because we went to a football game the next day. But it wasn't that bad to drive to. But it was a day. Like we were there. Took 3.5 hours to drive there. Well, we stopped, so it took about four, and then we were there for 4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
But it's definitely doable.
Yeah, and then not only that, but with my situation, I'd have to plan it out a little bit in advance. Basically, anything in my life, really, due to work and kids and all that shit, too. But like I said, this next season, this next year, I'm trying to get out to meet some people, um, go to some meetups, whether it's, like I said, one of the big meetups or whatever, or just a couple of people, here, a couple of people there. Definitely trying to meet some new pilots, shit like that. Put some faces to some names, actual, handshakes and shit.
Yeah, it's cool to meet people that you don't see, like never met in real life, just talk to on the internet,
Right.
and then fly with them.
I
It's cool.
mean, I mean, it's cool, like talking on the internet's cool and shit, but we're humans, dude. That face to face is what we crave, So, like I said, just to be able to hear the voice instead of reading the words, shake the hand of the person that you meet, shit like that.
Um, well, that was pretty much my last question. Was going to be, what's your plans? But you answered it, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's my main goal is to meet some people, man. I don't care about learning much more than what I know about FPV, shit like that. I don't have any goals to really like any real like short term goals on making money, and I'm not like my YouTube channel isn't my goal, shit like that. It's just I basically use my channel so people in the community know who I am. So when I do meet people or whatever, they already know the face, shit like that. So yeah, meet some people, man. That's what I want to do.
That's cool, man. I want to go to some more stuff next year too. I'm going to. I did decent this year. I didn't really go to any meetups, but I did travel to some cool spots, and I flew up a lot better spots than normal this year.
Yeah, that's my second main goal is to fucking get out of town. You know what I mean? Quit flying the same 2, 3 spots I fly. Go a couple of towns over, fly something over there. The next time go over here. Find what I like more so that I can revisit those spots.
Yeah, like if you find some spot that's even like at less like an hour away or less, man, like it seems like it's far away, but then like I don't know, then like once you go and it's really cool, then it's not that
You
bad.
know, yeah, hour or less, easy can be done easy.
Yeah, like this the Cincinnati Bando for me, it's like if I don't hit traffic, I can get there in about 40 minutes. And then like that's not far, but it seemed like I don't know. It used to seem like it would be far away. Like I'd be like, man, I don't want to drive 40 minutes to fly, but then once you get there and figure out it's a good spot, then it's like not bad at all.
Right. Yeah, sometimes, just dealing with all the family I got, I don't want to even go anywhere. So it's like, I want to go and fly, but I want to fly instantly. You know what I mean? I don't want to drive even across town to go and fly. I just want to fly in my backyard, but I live 2 blocks from the fucking airport in town, so I can't do that. I'll fly my drones every now and then in my yard, but mostly the smaller ones, and I keep it below the trees, because the planes start coming in for a landing directly over my house sometimes. You know what I mean? But I'm living proof that as long as you're not an idiot, you'll never hit a plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to hit a plane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even during EAA, I'm not sure if you've heard about that. It's an experimental aircraft, something or other. But our airport in town becomes the busiest in the country for a week, and it's just nonstop all day, and all the way till the night with planes and fireworks and jets. I fly my drone around my yard during that time. Even never came close to a plane, because I know to keep it, below the tree line.
Well,
You know?
if you're gonna hit a plane in your backyard, you got more problems than hitting a plane because it's gonna be coming to your house.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Even watching the shows, I can just stand right on my sidewalk and watch the air shows, and living that close to the airport, it's like, dude, I'd really hate for one of them things to bank a little bit too sharp right now. You know what I mean? Because if it comes down, even if it don't hit my house, there's an opportunity for parts of the planes or other people's houses to hit mine.
Do they land all night, or they just land during the day?
They fly until just after dark. I mean, a couple of the days they do night shows and fireworks, so they'll be flying until about 10 o'clock at night. But after that, you're really not getting too many airplanes flying. But they start up like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. You'll hear them jet engines just start firing up. A bunch of planes. They have everything, dude. Like experimental aircraft. They got the ultralights, paragliders, jets, planes, biplanes, fucking 2 planes stuck together to make one plane. Planes that have propellers and jet engines at the same time. It's crazy, dude. We find everything.
Water one.
No, they don't make water ones, buddy.
Yeah, then two portions of jet engines we put in like airplane batteries and then it flies. And I don't know how to fly
Oh, okay.
without over.
We had Razriel, what's up, and Kit come in. Hey, I think they just got here.
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't think anybody else knew's been in. Hypnos, if I only lived 10 minutes from that Cincinnati Bando, I'd definitely fly there more than I do now. But that's definitely not a spot where you'd want to go fly by yourself.
Yeah, even he says still struggle to find time to go. It'd be like that sometimes. Gotta do that adult type of bullshit.
Get in the way of the fun.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. We're going on 2 hours. I'm about ready to end it. I'm tired. But
Oh yeah.
King
Well, it
Keek,
was fun.
yeah, I'll still be on the phone with you or on the on the Zoom with you, so don't hang up yet. But
For sure.
I need something to drink too. My throat's freaking dry. You guys, thanks for watching. Lambo, I'll hit you up and get you your shirt. I'll probably be streaming in 2 weeks from. It'll be Wednesday, so 2 weeks from tomorrow probably. So if I don't see you guys before then, I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Go sub to King Keek. He needs to get 250 subs.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming to kick it, everybody.
All right, see you guys.